What up, YouTube? Back on another video. I'm currently getting ready for my chest day. We have a pretty high intense. I kind of changed my split again. Not really my split, but the way I am training. I'm currently doing about 2 sets per exercise. I am keeping, each muscle group around like 3 exercise, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But yeah, we're currently in the bulk. We should probably weigh ourselves. We haven't weighed ourselves today. I was kind of actually waiting to start this video to actually do that, just to show you guys where I'm at. So, yeah. All right, so it says we're 197. That's after I ate like a whole bag of chicken. So I don't know if that adds on. And I also ate like today. Not much, but yeah. All right, so like I said earlier, I haven't had much to eat today, so I'm going to eat the rest of my chicken salsa pasta that my wife made last night, and then probably like 480 millimeters of chocolate milk from Fairlife, which has a lot of calories, and it's a really good protein source. Big tip for bulking: if you are just lazy and don't want to eat like a big meal, just double down on like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They're rich in fat, really fast carbs, and yeah, just compacted with a lot of calories. As long as you put a lot of peanut butter on it, I think that's a really good, just easy way to just put on sides. It's just down a bunch of peanut butter sandwiches and jelly, of course. I remember when I started bulking, like Crustables was like the thing to go to, and I would just hammer down like at least 6 of those a day, and then even like post-workout, I just hammer those, and I actually put on sides pretty quick. But I don't solely rely on those, but like, again, if you're just not in the mood to like cook, definitely, try peanut butter and jelly. And also, you're lazy. All right, so this is the pre-workout meal. I got some pasta, 800 millimeters of some Fairlife chocolate milk, and I got a baby Go-Gurt. This is just extra carbs for you guys out there wondering why I'm eating baby food. Yeah, it's just a quick source of carbs. I can show you guys like the macros. 16 grams, which is not much, but like it's easy to digest instead of like eating another whole meal. So yeah. This is how you know you're going to be successful in like whatever it is you're trying to achieve. When it's a prime night Thursday football night, and instead of watching the game, you're going to the gym.
You can do all this crazy shit, but what they don't understand is they don't understand the journey that it took me to get to this point. And what got me to this point was I was just the opposite of what I ended up. I was that guy who ran away from absolutely everything that I got in front of me. But not many people knew that. I had 2 people. Like the real me was like this very scared, insecure, stuttering, got beat up by his dad, all this kind of stuff. And then I built this fake person that walked around like my shit didn't stink, Right. Yeah, so that's kind of how I did it. And through a process of time, I realized that I was lying to myself and lying to people. I was afraid of the water, so I avoided it. And I gained 125 pounds in that time frame. I went from 175 to almost 300 to 297 was the heaviest. And I started finding things that was comfortable. And the more things I found comfortable, the more uncomfortable my mind was. You got 2 voices in our mind. And boy, I know they're fucking true. I've heard them. I hear them now. And they're real. It's that one voice. That voice I used to love to fucking hear. You love to hear. It's that soft motherfucker. That soft motherfucking voice that says sleep the fuck in. It's okay. It's that calming voice. You wanna be hugged and nurtured and all that shit. That says it's gonna be okay. Well, there's another motherfucking voice that wakes you up in the middle of the night. It's not your girlfriend. That's your boyfriend. It's that demon fucking voice that whispers in your fucking ear. It says, get on. Not going enough. That was what it was.
All right, so before I go on my little discovery rant, I just want to point out the reason why it's light out is because we didn't end up going to the gym the other night because my wife got back a little bit later than I expected her to get back. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. And so I didn't want to go to the gym late because that wouldn't be beneficial to my health or gains. Going to the gym late at night and then getting like 3 hours of sleep because I have to wake up at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning for work. And so I went the next like morning or whatever. And so yeah, my little discovery though, I've been gaining a lot more fat than I expected. And like when you bulk, you're gonna gain fat. Like that's literally like inevitable. Like just expect fat gain, no matter if you're enhanced or whatever. But I was reading into like beef and all that and like the percentages, and although 85% is like good for bulking, it's obviously higher in fat. Now, a lot of people may see like 10 grams of fat as like not much, or 12 grams, 20 grams, but it's actually, it adds up if you're eating that like every single day. And I think that's the content that's like actually making me gain fat because I eat relatively clean. Like I track my macros pretty well and I keep my fat pretty low. But if I'm eating 85% fat like every single day, at least 3 times a day, that adds up. And so I think I'm gonna start switching to 93% beef. What phone like or my camera like died. But anyways, yeah. So I think I'm gonna start eating 93% lean beef just because the macros between fat and protein is more protein obviously because it's more lean, and I could eat more of that without like diminishing like the protein contents from anything else. And so I think I'm gonna do that. And I'll also like keeping my calories like pretty high, I would say. It just like, or I can just add more rice. And so yeah, that's my little like discovery. So like if I've ever told you like to like eat more fats and carbs, you can definitely eat more fats, but I've realized that like fats aren't actually like important when it comes to like growth. It's more so carbs. Now, if you're someone who's small and you're just like struggling with eating a lot of carbs, I would eat more fats. Just because like there's so many people out there that people don't understand that like literally can't gain weight worth crap. And I was one of them. Like if I solely ate carbs, I would like my stomach wasn't just adaptable back then. So there's no way I could just eat carbs all day. So I had to have like fats in my diet. Like you can have fats in your diet, but it's like when you're eating more fats, that's like up there with your carbs. I think that's when you're gonna see like you're gaining more fat. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, carbs is an energy source. It's not actually going to make you fat. Well, it will. You'll gain fat by eating a lot of carbs, obviously, but you're adding carbs with fats, and I didn't realize that. Like, if you put those two together, no matter like if you're losing weight while you're lifting, like you're burning calories, you're still going home and eating a bunch of fats and carbs. So it's like, I think just like balancing it out, like is what I should have been doing, but I've just been like winging it. And the thing is also, it's like I'm only 5'8", so being short, I can only grow wider, not like this way. Maybe if I was taller, I could get away with it, but I'm pretty short. So yeah, that's my little discovery ramp. I'm gonna go get some protein powder because I'm out. I haven't had any protein in like powder wise in like almost a month, and I think what I'm gonna do is just limit my protein powder intake to like 2 scoops a day, so 50 grams of protein, and then just get all my other like protein sources from like Whole Foods, which is like what you should be doing. But I've been lazy. Every time I get protein powder, I rely on that almost more than what I do with like actual like chicken and beef because I'm only 193 pounds, so I only need like 200 grams, I'd say, protein, and like it's easier to just make a shake than it is to just like cook food or air fry. But um, yeah, I'm gonna see you guys at home.